In this video, we are going to see how to write a program for sparse metric and representation of that sparse metric in tuple form. Okay, so to write a program for sparse metric, first we need to represent that sparse matrix. Okay, so read the sparse matrix. The sparse matrix is nothing but a two-dimensional array which contains the most of values as zero value. Okay, for example, this is the sparse matrix, and the representation of this matrix in form of tuple. Now, in this tuple form, the structure is fixed where every entry contains three values, that is row, column, and value. Okay. These three columns are fixed, but the number of rows are depends on how many values or how many non-zero values are in that matrix. So these rows are not fixed. Only the columns are fixed. Now, first of all, we need to read this matrix. Okay. For that, we are taking main function. In that main function, we are declaring one array, a array with the maximum row size and maximum column size, and then some temporary variables. Okay. Now, to read this matrix, we first need to declare number of rows and number of columns in that matrix. So here we are entering the number of rows and number of columns and read that values in variable m for rows and n for columns. Then one by one we are entering the values, and that values get stored in specific location. Okay. So the index start from row 0 and column 0. Then next it will be row 0 and column 1, row 0 and column 2. Okay. It means we are storing the elements row measure wise. Okay, row measure wise. So here first loop will be for row. For every row we are entering the n elements. For every row we are entering n elements. So for I is equal to 0, I is less than m. M is number of rows. Then I plus plus. In that inner loop we are taking column, loop for column, that is j is equal to 0, j is less than n, and j plus plus. Then whatever the value get entered, that value gets stored into I and jth location or I and jth index. Likewise, this matrix will get stored in memory. Now we need to, this is for storing matrix. Now display this matrix. To display this matrix, again we need for loop I is equal to 0, I is less than n, and I is less than m, and I plus plus. Okay. Again, even if it is a two-dimensional array, the elements get inserted and elements get displayed sequentially. So sequentially means it will read this element, then this element, then this element. That is, it will again read the elements row wise. Okay. So again we are taking row wise. So we are taking first for loop for row, and then second for loop for column g plus plus. In that display C out A of I and J. So this code is for display sparse matrix. Now once the matrix is displayed, what we need to do, we have to represent that matrix in this form, tuple form. Okay. So for this tuple form, its structure is fixed, that every row contains only three values, row, column, and value. So what we will do, we will create a structure for this. So to create structure, before main we are writing struct sparse. Sparse structure contains integer, row, column, and value. Okay. So how many times we have to take this? This is depends on how many non-zero values are. How many non-zero values are there? So we don't know. So what we will take one matrix. SP of max, and define this max as max size is suppose 20. So up to 20, maximum 20 rows we can insert into this tuple form. So this is the structure sparse, which contains the values, 3 values, row, column and value, actual non-zero value. And how many times we are taking? This is maximum time. Now